like 99% gone. So
Nice. That's good.
My
Hello,
head
everybody.
is 20% cool.
Howdy.
Hello.
we're here to ruin everyone's good time.
Classic, you're
Yes.
100% cool.
Then what?
Everyone.
Then 0? What? 100% of 0 is still 0.
You're still cooler.
Correct.
I can't tell if this is a really big canvas.
It's a big
Or-
canvas, I promise.
Okay.
It's 4,000 by 4,000.
Oh lordy.
So, Din,
Yeah.
I actually have a request for you.
What's that?
So, you know how we've been playing Pokemon Fusion?
Yeah.
Could you draw a Buniri, or a not a Buniri, but a fucking, what's the rabbit's name? The fuckable rabbit.
That would be Lopunny.
Lopunny. Could you draw a Lopunny love bug?
Okay.
I've got a little punny, Batman. What am I gonna do with this little punny?
Don't do it. No.
It's a wild animal.
Just know what you asked
Got too far this
for.
time.
I hope that you don't, like, fuck me.
Are you gonna give some minty? Oh, what the fuck is that word? Malicious
Monkey's
compliance.
paw.
I don't want the monkey's paw.
Monkey's. The monkey's fist. The monkey.
Ooh, ooh, ah,
I want to watch Flapjack.
Okay, let's
ah. Good
see
show. You got
here.
into it.
Oh, for heaven's sake, they want me to pay $10 a month for the good brushes.
Yeah, don't worry about that too much.
Aye, that certainly do be a shame.
Just to make sure,
Yeah.
the music isn't too loud for people, is it?
I'm not even hearing it.
It might be too loud.
Mm.
On stream.
So, what's your favorite SpongeBob episode?
The jellyfish rave.
Yeah, Jellyfish Rave is pretty fucking rad.
Sandy's hibernation.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
The one where he cheats on his driver's test.
Hold on. I have a contender. The episode when Patrick and SpongeBob have the board game. That's basically like a treasure map, and Mr. Krabs gets addicted to it. I think it's a real treasure map.
That's a pretty good one.
That's a good one.
That's
That's good.
yeah.
I like
that
the
one, too.
chocolate episode a lot.
That's a classic.
Oh no! I think my favorite might be the fine dining episode.
My
What's
favorite
his
is
name? What's his
the
name?
my favorite's the fishing one.
Oh, Hooky?
Yeah. Wait, no. The one where they go fishing and like Mr.
Oh,
Krabs
yeah.
like stop playing that music.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh lord.
That and the health inspector one.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
classic.
Where they just fucking kill a guy.
Guys, help me!
SpongeBob is pretty great.
It's been going on for a long, long time.
I'm just
No!
invading
God
for-
damn you, Din! Din! No!
What's
What are you
Din
doing, Dan?
I see what you're
No.
fucking doing! No!
What's he doing? I don't know what this is.
Well, now
We'll
I gotta
figure it
see-
out, maybe.
He's doing what was asked of him.
Oh.
I
More.
said look!
Okay.
No! I don't want the
Probably
chungus!
like the fuckable one.
Oh yeah, I get it now. Yeah.
What
I
about
don't
Big
have a
Chungus
thing
isn't
for low
fuckable?
bunny.
I wanted to see what you would
Honestly.
do with Love Bug. I didn't expect the chungus. You son of a bitch.
So
Are
hard
you,
for
are
you.
you saying,
I can
Mark, are
only
you saying
imagine what you're going through right now, Art.
Park,
Can
Yeah,
only
this is my
imagine.
kind of stream. Yeah.
Park, are you saying that this isn't beautiful?
It's not!
Park, are you saying
Whoa.
that people aren't beautiful?
Free
That's just
art and
rude.
you're still.
I am not a big chungus!
Here, give me a moment.
I'm looking
I'll
at Big
actually
Chungus
think of
right
something.
now.
I am not a big Chungus.
You are now.
I don't want to be.
Too bad.
Sweet.
Do not ask for who the
Sweet.
Chungus tolls. The tolls for the
I don't want it to toll for
The
me.
fingers on the
Alright, let
monkey's
me
paw
see.
closes.
Chungus claw.
Hey there, John. I am the great bootleg.
Some kind of shrine. It's the lake.
You want to see something real bad? No.
Cyrus, it's in the
Bad,
lake.
bitch.
The computer virus. It's in the lake.
Where's everybody
my God.
going?
Bingo?
Bongo.
Does anybody know how to get to the lake?
Yowzer, this town's gone Bowser.
Let's show the sadistic sun god a taste of his own meta sin.
Sounds like Xavier, Renegade Angel.
Yeah.
You might be on the money.
That was a show I never got into, but I heard it was very good.
That show was way ahead of its time.
It has very layered humor at the best of times. Like where a bunch of small jokes coalesce into a bigger joke.
Yeah. Early
I-
Simpsons did that a lot, where it's
It's
like
li-
you can barely keep up with how many jokes per second are going on.
It's like the opposite of Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty pretends to be really smart, but is actually kind of stupid. But like Xavier Renegade Angel pretends to be stupid, but is actually really fucking smart.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I've been saying it forever.
That's a good
It's
show.
also
That's
that's
a
a
very
really
good
good
show.
What I
one.
was told is like
That
the
one
predecessor
and
of,
sorry.
I've been told Aqua Teen is like the predecessor of like all the humor that came onto Adult Swim, like everything after it.
Probably,
Like,
yeah.
It laid the groundwork for like all that kind of like gross, kind of like non sequitur humor.
That and Mr. Show from 1995. It was Bob Odenkirk and that other guy whose name I'm forgetting. But
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know, like
that-
all the
that-
shows that were like they're just kind of like that. How do I describe them? Stuff
Like-
like Family Guy, Rick and Morty, 12-ounce Mouse, kind of Moral Oral, not quite, but you know, stuff like that. That's just kind of like non sequitur.
Yeah.
Um,
weirder.
I know
humor.
I think they stopped making it a bit early, but I really miss C Lab 2020. That,
that
shit
was a good one.
cracked my ass up so much.
Or
Hell, your
the
ass.
episode where they're arguing about metal boobs. It's like, hey, if I had a robot body, could I put metal boobs on it?
Intellectual
Meanwhile,
question.
the whole lab is just sinking. There's one guy trying to save it. They're all arguing about this one semantic issue.
It reminds me of to this day I still haven't gotten around to watching Venture Bros, but everyone I know who
really
is a
good
fan
one.
of Venture Bros has been screaming at me, you need to watch it, please.
Yeah, I
do
haven't
it,
gotten
God."
around to
So
it
good.
either.
It
It's
is
pretty good,
so
but
good.
you have to start from the start. You can't just jump in anywhere.
I
It,
ain't bitch made.
it's really weird because a lot of cartoons like that you think would be like random episodes. No, Venture Bros is straight up a story from start to finish.
You can watch it technically, but you'll be missing out. Like the jokes
Okay.
still land and stuff if that's what you're going
I'm gonna
for,
grab
but
some-
you do miss out on the overarching story, which adds a lot.
I've only ever seen the episode with David Bowie.
I'll
There's
be
a
right
few
back.
of
I'm
them.
just gonna grab some dinner.
Me when watching SpongeBob.
David Bowie's a prevalent character in that story. So
What are you
there's a few
doing,
of them.
Din?
It was the episode where he turns into like a cigarette pack or something.
Oh, that's an what's it called? A hallucination, actually.
Nothing is real.
Oh, hey, it's Nick Mons in the chat. I know that guy.
Alright, so we got a $5 donation from Philly with a large request. A bit of a large request. Like 3 characters for $5 is a bit much. But he has requested Paimon, Belith and Astaroth stuck in a washer machine-sized box.
You're lucky I helped design most of them, so.
You're lucky that's the things Din enjoys drawing the most.
Yeah. When you're look, if you make a request, don't this is me being dead ass. Just because you give money doesn't mean a large request is okay to request. That's a lot. 3 characters is a lot.
Well, that's why it's a request and not a commission.
Yep.
So it's more like a, if you feel like it deal.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we do it. That's how we've always done it.
And I'll draw you
Those
anything
perfect.
for $100. Can't promise it'll be good. I'm not an artist.
I'm not like other teenagers. I'm 41.
Sling skateboard over your shoulder.
I made a
How do you
little
do,
has-been
fellow
meme
children?
about that once upon a time. It's like, I'm not like other teens, I'm 47, and then Angel Dust shirt said, in dog years, I'm gay.
I remember that one. I love that
That's
one.
so fucking funny.
It's pretty good.
I just love how tired Angel looked in that picture. Like, he's just like, yeah, still love him though.
Honestly, this is just me being a contrarian, but he's the only character I like and has been.
Ooh.
Who is?
Angel Dust.
Okay,
I mean, that's fair.
I like him too.
That was plastic sparing you.
Pretty much.
Well, if you were going to make any one choice, that was the safest one.
Yeah.
My favorite characters, I'm kidding.
Maggie?
Is something wrong?
Maggie's pretty
Miss
cool.
McMuns?
I wasn't gonna say Baggy.
I know you weren't. That was the joke.
Oh, yeah, I like Baggy.
I like Maggie as well.
I wish she had more of a role in the pilot, but she's good.
It's a pilot.
Yeah.
Not everyone can get everything.
I like her a little bit more now that one of our first teaser reveals she was about to chuck Nifty off the roof. So that's pretty awesome.
I also like Nifty.
I don't know. I like the idea of Baggy chucking Nifty off the roof.
You know, it'll just be like is it SpongeBob where they throw it and it just attaches to another part of their body every time?
Yeah.
Just clinging
I
to
think
it. I think that's SpongeBob.
Okay, Philly donated another $10 and said, okay, you didn't need to do that. I was just saying.
I'm just drawing McMuns' character, but safer work since usually.
Oh, thank God. Thanks, Philly. I've been needing more weed.
Shut the fuck up.
I appreciate your donation.
I'm going to preface this because I can guarantee you that none of the fucking monies that gets donated goes to any form of drugs.
It's not for
Okay.
drugs. It's
legal,
it's-
Ark.
It's
Ah.
yeah, if it's legal, it's not a drug.
It's
That's how
not
it
legal
works.
in my
Yeah.
state.
That's how
Yeah,
coffee
but
works.
your state is never mind.
My state is fucking
Uh-huh.
backwater. That's what it is. It's
All
backwash.
right, you know what?
backwater.
If you're gonna just outright say it for everyone, I mean,
Fucking Indiana sucks, man. It's like you take it. Indiana is what you get if you take some Listerine, mix it with a little bit of bourbon, stir it up nice and slow. You know, grab up some dirt, slap it in there, toss it back, and just gargle it for a few minutes and spit it into the fucking mud. That's Indiana.
I like dirt.
I keep forgetting that we live in the same state, Ark.
And then you
Okay.
can agree. You know I'm not wrong.
Yeah. Overall, not fun to live in.
I'll tell you about where I live, Saskatchewan. It's like Delaware, except not as exciting.
Ooh.
The only thing that Indiana has going for it is some decent places to eat and like 1 or 2 pretty good state parks.
We have nice sunsets. That's about it, because everything is flat here. You can see all of the sky.
See, I live way down south in Indiana where it's mostly farmland. Like you go up north, you know, towards Lafayette or Muncie and up and north. Don't ever go to Muncie, by the way. But up north
yeah, no.
past that, it's all like industrial and city and suburbs. And the reason I say don't ever go to Muncie because if you go to
Yeah.
Indiana and you want to get shot, you go to Muncie.
Yep. Or Gary.
Or Gary, yeah, or Gary. But Muncie's a little bit more dangerous, so there's a lot more gang activity in Muncie. Or wanna-be gang activity.
I mean, Gary's a dickhead, but I don't think he'll shoot you.
Gary.
Gary?
That
Gary?
Gary would kill you.
Yeah.
Gary from Fallout 3, he'll kill you. That's kind of the whole
Gary
story.
loves you, Arg.
No. He'll definitely kill you. He doesn't
No,
love me.
Gary does not love you.
Gary does
That's the
not
story.
love you.
Stop revealing to me uncomfortable truths. I wish to live in placid lies.
Reign of
Oh,
spiders.
is it like that, is it like that, thing where in Spider-Man it's like, tell me the truth, Gary does not love you, and then it's Mary Jane crying?
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
God, dude, I love that game. I wish there was more to it. I wish there was more. I want more. Where's my sequel?
It's somewhere around here. I'll find it.
Thank you.
You know, sometimes I wonder if pure anatomical correctness is holding back my art style.
Depends on what you're trying to do.
Well, as I keep talking about that webcomic I want to do, you know, the one I keep talking about but I never actually do, maybe it would be easier if I just sort of made my style more cartoony.
No, I just mean like what you're trying to portray in your art.
Oh.
Because if you're trying to portray, you know, good anatomy, I don't mean that like a shitty way. I just mean like if your goal is to get like a kind of particular anatomical look, then obviously it's good. But if you're trying to be like super stretchy and expressive with certain things, obviously you'd want to adjust for that. That's all I meant.
Well, if I had my way, I'd be doing work like Yusuke Murata.
Good old Murata.
Yeah, but of course he's like on a whole other level. I think
You can't
he's,
compare yourself to fucking Murata. No one can. Like that's just not fair.
I'm pretty sure he's a dragon level art monster.
It's funny.
Who are you comparing yourself to?
Yusuke Murata. He does the art for the One Punch Man manga. It's very, very absurdly detailed art.
It's not so much that it's detailed. He just has this superhuman ability to convey both scale and action and speed.
Well, I mean, yes, but I meant like he also does like he hand drew the entire ship in that one thing, like that has like an unfucking believable amount of detail in it. I think he redrew the entire what is it, the Tokyo monorail or subway line, or all of it. Like it's just, if you look at it, it's kind of ridiculous. But I just mean, yeah, you don't compare yourself to that. That would just make pretty much anyone be like, oh, I'm not good enough. It's like, no, you're just a monster.
No multi-universe, man. That's the Alapani Big Chungus.
What it is a masterpiece, really.
Yep, all of art history has been leading up to this. Makes my work look like crap, doesn't it? Ugh. Oh well.
No.
You
No,
should
no,
never compare
seriously, how-
yourself to Big Chungus.
No. How could I ever possibly hope to compete with the majesty that is Big Chungus?
You will never hope to be that big.
I'm hearing
can't
some
give up.
sarcasm in your voice,
I don't
and I
know,
don't
man.
appreciate it. Just
I
kidding.
I fear Big Chungus. It scares me.
Weakness.
The Chungus giveth and the Chungus taketh.
The Chungus makes all things work together for the good of those who love him.
God help us all.
Can't help
And
you
nobody
anymore.
answered.
I see no God up here, except me.
There's no God here today, only me. Why aren't a turnip factory in here?
Turnips.
My brain doesn't work.
My turnip doesn't work.
The bananas has gone bad.
You gotta take that back to the
we have
factory.
no bananas. We have no bananas today. Na, 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 na. McMons, does Rel have a tail? I forget if he has a tail.
Who?
I'm back.
It's, I think, one of the Watchers.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Watchers.
Cult of
There
the
we go.
Watchers.
He's one of the people in YouTube. He's a friend of mine.
Yeah.
No, yeah, no. I mean, like, I just like I was taken aback that you called them watchers and not viewers.
Sounds like
Spectators.
I'm gonna say watchers sounds like a group of people from a Souls-like game.
Yeah, a certain
Or,
pointy-headed.
Oh, you know,
They watch-
coneheads.
They watch the chasms, right?
Yeah, of some sort, I believe. Certain
Cringe Watchers, yeah.
I'm gonna draw one of those watchers as soon as I link this thing.
Good.
Oh, right. I just remembered I need to do that.
Alright, let's see. Yes, that is two low punny love bugs down there. There's a Chungus bug and a fuckable bug. Let's see. Avery is
I
saying.
think you got it mixed up.
Oh fuck. Avery is saying, "Can I request a drawing of Lucas from Dislike before I go to work tomorrow?"
That's a new one.
Yeah.
That's a new one. Who is that?
I'll find out in a moment.
It's a gotcha game.
Oh, I can pop out chat. Okay, we're good.
Oh, this seems like somebody that didn't like to draw, actually. Here, Den, this is Lucas. I'll post it in AOF so everybody, or not AOF, but live on air so everybody can see it. But
Sounds good.
seems like something you would like personally.
For your eyes only.
That's something to deliver for you.
Interesting.
Thank you for
character.
understanding. I completely forgot the other half of that quote. For some reason, I only got the latter part.
I like the jacket.
It kind of looks like
Let's see here.
Grilby.
Kind of does look a little bit like Grilby, if Grilby were like a punk and not a bartender.
Grilby back during his anime phase.
Yeah, that's his college years.
Those
So,
are postal
anyone got
dude
any-
noises.
Sound like dad noises.
Leon stepping in a bear trap noises.
Bad noises are postal noises.
Yeah.
So anyone got any good anime recommendations recently? Looking for something new to get into.
Horror and High School Host
That's not new.
I assume
Sergeant
you've-
Frog.
I
That's not
assume you've
new
seen-
either.
I assume you've seen Stone Ocean.
No, I have not.
Then you should probably watch that.
Booty Pooty Poemi.
Trigun Stampede is really good.
Puni Puni Poemi, huh? Well, start with XL Saga.
Does it have to be strictly
Tenchi
something
Muyo.
new?
Something that I haven't seen before.
Oh!
Have you heard of MFKZ?
MFK.
You're gonna say, have you heard of MF Doom?
But you should listen to MF Doom as well.
You know, he
Uh,
got his own series.
I love Doom.
You need to look up Mapletown. Mapletown stories.
I used to play Maple Story when I was a kid.
See, there's
That's
this,
not the
Maple-
same thing.
They
there's,
are not the same thing, though.
there's this really cool Doom wad called H Doom.
Wad.
Did you just say H Doom?
Yeah, H Doom. It's this really cool Doom wad. If you haven't played it, I highly recommend it.
Wow, Ark, it sounds so
Sounds like
cool.
It is
H
cool.
It's a good fusion
H2
of,
to blow your Doom Wad.
You couldn't
Ah.
see it, but I just did like the Gus Fring like deadpan face, just looking at my wall.
Excellent.
Walter.
There it is.
Cow, Mr. White!
I don't know why more people haven't made the joke with Hell of a Boss with that one background minor character, Jesse. I mean, come on, he's a Pinkman, and nobody's calling him Jesse Pinkman.
Too busy wanting to fucking smash his lights out in a sexy way.
True.
Not exclusively, right?
Yeah.
Jesse, we gotta cook. We gotta cook, Jesse.
Gatorade me, bitch!
I more know Jesse's actor from BoJack Horseman.
There we
He's
go.
Todd.
I drew a watcher.
Right.
Aaron Paul.
What's he watching?
I don't know. He could be probably something that most people's eyes are not meant to see.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 3?
Oh,
He's catching up on the new season of Survivor.
There you go, Avery, a new character.
Other anime recommendations? Anybody ever watched Odd Taxi?
I don't watch anime.
I only watch Rebel Taxi.
I only watch
That's
Graceful
pretty
Place.
goated. I know who that is.
I'll be right
Yeah.
back. I need to refill my water.
Okay. If I see a girl in public wearing a Ruby Gloom t-shirt, I follow them home.
So
That's great.
Anybody-
Is
Buzzing.
that how you and Ellie met?
It's
Very much.
So, this is completely off topic, but I noticed this as I was scrolling through another webpage. So there's this YouTuber by the name of Nurbit. They do.
I love Nurbit.
They do challenges. Well, 2 weeks ago they uploaded a "Can you beat Dark Souls with the club?" And I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, but the club is one of the most overpowered weapons in the entirety of Dark Souls. What the fuck do you mean? Can you beat Dark Souls with the club when you can beat Dark Souls with literally any weapon?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the reinforced club is actually like the soul level 1 weapon of choice.
Yeah,
so
it's like, I don't
bit of
understand
a weird
why.
one.
That's a stupid challenge. I've seen a couple of stupid challenges from him. It's like, shut the fuck up, dude.
There's my Dark Souls knowledge coming.
Can I defeat the cinnamon challenge with a teaspoon of cinnamon baked to do a delicious pumpkin pie?
Let's find out.
That's pretty good.
I can swallow a whole spoonful of cinnamon baked into an apple pie.
God.
I don't know.
Covered.
I think it's just silly to see people doing challenges of can you beat yada yada in like games like Dark Souls when the game is designed around being able to beat the game with literally nothing, let alone a weapon in your hand.
There are a couple exceptions to that one in terms of Soulsborne, because there's this other like challenge YouTuber that does similar content. I forget the channel name. Yeah, Yimfa.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yimfa does like the worst weapons in the game, like the ones that you aren't even really supposed to use. Take
Fucking
the
insane.
take the broken straight sword in Dark Souls, for example, or like just like the regular torch in Bloodborne. He beats the entire game with those
Bare hands.
bare hands, like the stuff that is like practically impossible for
So-
most people to do.
Maybe I'm gonna come off a bit of a boomer, but I've seen all that stuff before. When
Yeah.
Lobos Jr. did it.
Yeah, like
I love
Yimfa.
Luby.
I don't think I'm subscribed to Yimfa anymore. I don't know if they're still making videos like that.
To me, it sounds like you guys are speaking fucking Simlish.
See,
How do you think people feel when you talk about My Little Pony?
I like My Little Pony though.
Ooh.
It's not new.
It's
I
true.
get the MLP. I'm just being self-aware too.
What goofy syllables do I say when
To-
I'm
to be-
talking about?
Cutie
To be
mark. What the
fair-
hell is a cutie mark?
To be fair, Plastic, for a good portion of when I hung out with you guys for like a bit, I was sitting there like, you guys are speaking some kind of fucked up version of English.
That's because
I
we're
don't get it.
Zoomers.
I know,
Yeah.
that's
Well,
what I'm
English.
saying.
I don't
I
know.
wake up in a cold
You
sweat and
guys
just
speak
say Kino.
Zoomish.
I think you're mad, Ellie, that I'm zooming around on your carpet, your nice
How could
carpet.
I be
that you
mad at
just
a
shampooed.
4-year-old? What would they ever do to me?
Okay.
See,
All right. Them's fucking fighting words, Ellie.
What is it, like 10? Dude, your bedtime was like 3 hours ago.
All right. Listen.
But-
I think you're just mad that I don't have to take Tums every night in order to go to bed.
Oh my god.
Ellie, if you're awake right now, how are you gonna be fucking up and early to go to Hardy's breakfast to stare at the?
Yeah.
You think
Stare
I
at-
can? You think my stomach can handle Hardee's at this point?
You got.
I don't think you can afford
Cracker Barrel in the
Hardee's.
morning, Grandma. You got Cracker Barrel.
But
You gotta check out the newest arrivals in the country store.
Dude,
Jesus.
you're not
Oh
even
God.
picking the right fucking restaurant. What the fuck?
Ark, smite this bitch now.
I'm about
I'll
to
kill you. For what?
for everything.
Insubordination.
Yeah, there you go.
Cry about it.
Mutiny. Attempted mutiny.
Mutiny? What the fuck do you mean mutiny?
No, Ellie did.
Oh, Ellie's attempting mutiny.
Yeah.
Oh,
Attempted.
You will try.
I already own the place. I have for years. Did you
In
not
fact,
notice?
Fry about it. Tosses a basket of ice cubes into the deep fryer.
No.
1 in a trillion.
One
So
of the
mad
It's
that
shrimply not
fucking video
possible.
came across my recommended.
It's that trimple.
It's as shrimple as that.
there you go.
I hate you. I hate
You ain't fucking mutinying anything from the dungeon.
Did you fucking banish Ellie?
No.
What?
Look at her.
Hi.
Alright.
What's up?
She's dungeon bound.
Well,
On a safer
it's more
work
like
stream.
I was
Not
gonna
that kind
say,
of dungeon.
Well, it's whatever dungeon.
Ellie's
I
about
say
to go
it
to the
is.
kind of dungeon that Griffith spent 2 years in. That's
Based
kind of
dungeon.
really fucked up, actually. I'm sorry.
I went the wrong way.
Ellie is like that one elf in the beginning of Oblivion. It's like talking mad shit to you.
Oh yeah, you're going to die here.
going to die here.
When have I ever said that?
You said that to me in person in Chicago.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't.
she was
Yeah. You-
across the room, across the hallway.
You looked at me and you spoke with that hissing tone of yours.
She thought you looked like a dark
You're
elf,
going
and
to
she was
die
like,
here.
"Perhaps I can get the gods for I can convince the gods so that to share a cell for the night. Would you
You hear
like
that?
that?"
But
You hear that? The guards, they're here for you.
to go back to the previous conversation, because I had a thought.
Sorry.
Sorry.
The idea that somebody thinks beating Dark Souls 1 with the club is a challenge, which I think is absolutely asinine.
Agreed.
I've seen Lobos Jr. beat Dark Souls 2 with the ladle. So that is, I believe, statistically the weakest weapon in Dark Souls or Soulsborne in general.
Yeah. I
And
agree.
uh,
It seems like a difficult self-imposed challenge, though.
that is probably the most difficult self-imposed challenge. Beating any of the game, like beating Dark Souls 2 with nothing but the ladle, that's insane.
Ladle.
But let's not pass over our beloved Spanish man Ots Darva for beating every Dark Souls 2 boss without getting hit.
Yeah, I remember that.
Who was it
I
that
don't know
beat?
if anyone.
The fucking legend.
I don't know if anyone else ever did that.
I think who was it that beat Dark Souls 1 with the? No, I think it was Lobos again. But somebody beat Dark Souls 1 with a fucking Guitar Hero controller.
Pretty cool.
I'm pretty sure it was the same person that did the Donkey Kong bongos.
And then there was somebody else who beat. Oh, this one was Mitten Squad. He beat Fallout using nothing but a fucking Guitar Hero controller.
Nice.
Did you see someone
Vegas.
modded the Pocket Hitler argument from Oni Plays on Guitar Hero?
What?
You are
The
super
tiny
quiet.
Hitler argument.
Sorry. Yeah, the tiny Hitler argument from Oni Plays. They modded that onto Guitar Hero.
That's so good.
Oh, I'll go to the link.
Makes sense.
Do you remember?
If you had a tight cloud of Hitler in your hands, would you crush him?
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Do you remember Audio Surf? Like
Oh,
Audio Surf
I
one?
love Audio Surf.
Oh yeah.
A long time ago, like a long fucking time ago, I was I was talking with some people while I was playing Audio Surf, and they said,
Were you surfing your music, Art?
absolutely. And they said, you know what you should do? You should put the entirety of San Andreas's rock radio station into an Audio Surf level. And I said, okay. And I
I'll
did
post
it.
live on air.
And it was the longest fucking, most dreadful thing.
It's off just for you.
Like, don't get me wrong. San Andreas had some rockin' radio stations. Like, every single radio station was great. But, it's pretty monotonous in Audio Surf.
Low rider.
I did always find it funny how on Audio Surf, loudness isn't really, well, I guess it is technically loudness, but because of the way the audio analysis for Audio Surf works, tracks don't get more intense, like the more quote-unquote I'm going to try that one more time. The more intense the music gets, it gets more intense the louder the music is, or rather the more constant the noise is. So you could have a perfectly calming ambient piece of music, but if the ambience is quote-unquote noisy, you're descending down the track at fucking light speed.
Yeah.
It's
Calm tune of birds.
it also matters though how close the sound is to full scale though. It does count that.
Mm-hmm.
So like it does have to be both, but if it's like I don't want to say that your ambience is mastered well, but let's just say it is and it's constant, yeah.
Yeah.
Some good shit.
I wish there were more games like Audio Surf. There was a really good one. It was fucking that DJ game that
Oh, Fuser.
Fuser, yeah. Fuser was really,
like
really
Fuser.
good until they took it off because they lost licensing for almost all of their music.
Was that
Oh,
really
that's
like?
rough.
Was that really like a game in the same sense of like Audio Surf or Guitar Hero, or was
Not
it just
really.
a play around with music thing?
It was a rhythm game. There was a. The further you got into the story, the more like games like that it became, because you had to start doing things with like metronome and a synthesizer, all kinds of other shit. But
There is another game that's kind of like Audio Surf, but I think it's a little bit better. I think it's called Melody Escape.
Melody Escape.
Oh, I've seen that game. I think I have a wish list.
Melody's Escape, yeah. You play as like a girl who's running, and you kind of have to like, I don't know, it's complicated.
Oh,
Have you all
Escape.
played Thumper?
I've heard of that.
oh, this is like the Impossible game.
Huh?
Have you ever heard of the Impossible game?
Yeah.
That's an old one.
Flash game.
I think Geometry Dash is better.
The Impossible game was basically a little rhythm game where you were a cube and you had to like bounce to music and like dodge and
Oh
stuff
yeah.
like that. That looks a lot like this.
Wasn't that the precursor to Geometry Dash?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I think Geometry Dash is better.
I would assume so.
I honestly think the Impossible game had better music.
That's fair.
Or
One of
Do you
those is
guys
a fucking
remember? Huh?
classic. I was just saying one of the tracks in that game was a true classic. Don't remember which it was, but you know the one.
Do you guys remember? And it's not like the game you just lost it, but it was called like The Game, and you
Oh,
play as like these
God.
little white characters.
Oh, I remember that.
Every level was
Oh
like
yeah, I remember that.
so funny.
It's just a bunch of like meme jokes.
Yeah, I love
2000s.
that.
God, we're old. I say
You're
being
calling
one of the younger
yourself
people.
old?
here.
I'm
aren't you?
sorry,
Yeah, I
what?
was gonna say you're like.
You're s-
I think you are actually the youngest person, Saul.
That doesn't mean I can't still be old.
Wait,
Wait.
wait,
No,
If you're in your
Wait.
20s and you call yourself old, die.
soft. How old are you?
23.
Oh,
You're
You're a
not the
baby.
oldest. I mean, you're
Oh,
not the oldest.
Yeah, no.
Not even close.
I hate to rain on your parade, my friend. I am 20.
Oh, shit.
Wait, I am older than someone here? Huh.
I am always the oldest.
Normally, I'm the oldest when like nobody else is around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
But
what?
then
You're
again,
right.
I am also the youngest when nobody else is around. So
Fucked up how that works.
Do you even exist if nobody else is around, Ark?
if an arc falls in the
Schrodinger's
woods and
arc.
nobody's around to see or hear it, doesn't happen.
Is Ark alive?
Yeah.
I don't know. He's been in the box. He hasn't been responding.
I think Ark might be the main character, and we're all just NPCs in his world.
This is Ark's world, and we're just living in it.
What a takeaway from that.
I was just saying something stupid. It devolved. I'm 30 years old and I still play Pokemon.
So,
He's 30 years old and I'm forcing him to play Pokemon.
Help me, please!
Ark, play Megami Tensei.
No, I refuse.
Filthy casual.
Filthy casual, the fuck you and your fucking JRPG bullshit that's not even a JRPG but more of a fucking visual novel, you fucking casual. Who the fuck you think you are?
Ooh.
Play
Isn't that more
Nocturne.
Persona?
Play Nocturne.
Nocturne? What the fuck is Nocturne?
Shin
Thought
Megami
SMT was-
Tensei 3.
Yeah, I thought SMT was just more of a straight up actual video game.
I don't know.
It is Pokemon's older brother, literally, because it did the whole monster collecting thing like almost a whole decade before Pokemon.
Yeah. And somehow Tamagotchi fits into this.
I remember when I was a Tamagotchi.
Shit
still,
yourself.
Tamagotchi, you fit in my pocket, man.
So, here's the thing. Okay, hear me out.
You're
When
out
I
of
was
pocket.
like 6 or 7 years old, I had a brick Game Boy. You know, one of the big blocky Game Boys.
Yeah, the 80s ones.
Yeah, and I had like 2 or 3 games. I had Tetris, and I had Tamagotchi, and I had Pokemon. Now, keep in mind, I was only like 4, 5, or 6 years old, somewhere in that area. I remember what I named my Tamagotchi. I named him Fucker.
Wow.
And
you got a mouth on you, buddy.
And I remember my grandmother
Uh-oh.
turned it on thinking that Tetris was in it because she wanted to play Tetris, but my Tamagotchi was in it. And she saw my Tamagotchi with Fucker as its name.
Tetris.
I had to deny that I did it. I don't know. I didn't do it.
I'm sure she believed it.
She probably didn't. But
I
That's
think
why
you
she
got
hasn't
away
sold you the
scot-
car yet, huh?
that's
You
probably
had to do
why she
that.
won't sell me that fucking car. See,
What
you gotta
did name
think
your
though.
rival in Pokemon back in the day?
Do what?
What did you name your rival when you played Pokemon back in the day?
Fucker, probably.
I did Gary.
I did
I
do
did
Ash
too.
and Gary a
I called
lot.
him Bupkis.
Yeah, me and Din are calling him Bupkis now.
Probably called him A.
What's
Or
what's
maybe A.
No, I normally named him Gary because I was watching Pokemon and playing the Pokemon trading card game at that time, so it was Ash and Gary. But then Pokemon Yellow came out, and I was like, nah, I don't want to name him Gary anymore.
I don't really feel like it.
Kind of sad that they stopped having your rival be like a complete jerk. I was just like, I
Well,
kind of feel bad for hurting on him.
I mean, you got to think in the manga, his name was Blue, right, or was it Green?
Sure, Blue.
Green's the girl, blue is Gary.
Okay, Blue was Gary. Blue wasn't actually an asshole. He was just cocky.
Smell you later, Ash.
I'm smelling you now, though.
Like, Blue wasn't that bad of a guy. In fact, in the manga, he helps Red a lot. He ended up being a pretty good friend, if I recall correctly.
He becomes a pretty good friend later in the anime too.
Now you know who I hate? Who was the Pokemon rival that had the big hair? That was way too hyperactive.
It does
You're gonna have
not.
to narrow it
You're
down.
not narrowing it
No,
down.
no, it does narrow it down because he was stupidly hyperactive, way too cheerful, and way too nice.
God, you're really gonna have to narrow it down.
He's the only one
which
who's
series?
actually energetic and hyperactive.
Which you gotta give us a
I
color.
don't know.
You
That's
give
why
us,
I'm trying to
like,
think. So
What did he really look like?
what?
What did he look like?
Like an anime character with big hair. But regardless of that, I remember I remember May was in it. May was the professor's assistant.
That's Hoenn. Brandon.
No, that's not his name. Damn it.
You're thinking about Hoenn. I know that.
Who's the dog?
Just a little furry I'm coming up with.
Oh. Are they a vampire?
Masquerade.
I don't know. I'm just.
Barry.
You're just doing it?
His name
Okay.
was Barry
Okay.
from Pokemon
What's
Diamond,
dog
Pearl, and
doing?
Platinum.
So I was like, ooh.
What the dog
He
doing?
wasn't with May. May was from Sapphire and Emerald. I'm thinking of Dawn.
I'm thinking of Dawn. My bad. But regardless, Barry. He has the big poofy hair, and he was way too nice and hyperactive, and he was also a fucking asshole. I cannot stand characters that are way too nice.
Huh?
It's like the least trustworthy thing in any video game for somebody to be too nice.
Oh, like... Oh, in a video
Suspiciously
game?
nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it does kind of
Hmm.
also apply to real life. Some
I
people.
I just don't trust anybody who's like stupidly overly nice and never says a mean thing.
I think that speaks more about your opinions of people than anything else, if I'm honest.
No, he's right.
Yeah,
Some
he has
people
a
just
point.
seem weirdly like squeaky clean.
Like, you can
Like
tell
Mormons.
when someone has something to hide.
Yeah.
Well, there's a difference between being like really nice and fake. Like they're not the same thing.
Okay, I'll
I've
give
met
you a
both.
really good example.
Okay.
Aerith Gainsborough.
Who?
Like Aerith Gainsborough?
Aerith Gainsborough. She was
Final Fantasy
overly nice. She didn't have a mean bone in her body, except for the fact that she lied and used Cloud throughout the entirety of the game, knowing full well who he was after a little bit, who Zack was almost immediately, etc. So she was an absolute piece of shit to Cloud without even without anybody realizing it, because she was just overly nice.
Okay.
But she died. The music was sad.
She did die. Spoilers. But yeah, she absolutely fucking got stabbed.
But the music was sad.
Yeah, the music made me cry. Her dying, I didn't care. I was just glad it wasn't Tifa. Tifa's where it's at, man. She could beat my ass anytime she wants.
Yeah,
He's like a big
titties.
super.
Though I will admit, the original Final Fantasy VII release, Aerith wasn't so bad. But in the remake, she is oddly nice. Like, I don't like it nice. I'm uncomfortable because you are how you are.
Oh, okay. I was confused. I thought you were talking about the original.
No, the new one.
I did not play that.
When you do, you'll see. You'll see what I mean about her
you're
personality.
saying that she's fake.
She is so
essentially.
fucking fake. Like, oh my god,
Okay.
she is Barbie doll fake.
You don't like Aerith in the remake?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
think she was the closest to
Yeah.
her original personality
That's not saying
compared
much.
to like what you call it, the compilation of FF7.
That's really not saying much. Aerith bothers me. She makes me like actually mentally uncomfortable.
But she has that edge, like the original.
She's got that Spock.
Well, for one, in the original, Aerith didn't have much of a personality.
No, she had a lot of personality.
She had like 35 total lines. She didn't have much of a personality.
Remember the threats she was giving to that one guy back at like the
I'll stop or I'll
early part of the
I'll tear him off. No, she was I'll crush him.
Here's the thing about Aerith is that she was supposed to be like kind of like an antithesis to Tifa in a lot of ways. Because like Tifa's like this girl that like kicks your ass. She kicks your ass in like any given moment, right? But she's really nice. She's really sweet. She's very like emotionally vulnerable in some ways, let's say.
Aerith is fully aware of everything that's going on throughout the entirety of the story of Disc 1 of Final
Not quite
Fantasy
good,
VII.
yeah.
She is acutely aware of everything that the player and Cloud Strife and everybody else in the game is not. And she never tells anybody anything. She literally uses them as means to an end to do something and fails at doing it. It's true. Don't you
Don't know what
Don't
else
you-
to add to the conversation.
don't you duck squeak at me.
There must be a squeak.
Now sing simple and clean in the voice, in the duck voice.
It's not even a
Sing
voice.
something-
It's just a very, very warped fart noise. That's all it is.
Sing Silver and Queen with Donald Duck's
Now you
voice.
know who's really, really well written in Final Fantasy VII? Who has like very, very few lines?
Heidegger.
Well, Heidegger's great, but no, Don Corneo.
Okay.
Good response. But no, he's really well written. He comes off as a slime ball because he is a slime ball.
Slimy.
Shiny.
Shiny. Something. I don't know what the rest of the music is, 'cause I haven't seen that movie in years.
A lot of us have seen the request, Avery. You don't have to worry. The problem is that the artists are kind of just doing their thing at the moment. Not really a problem, but you know, requests are as they are. It's just a request. It's not something that is required for anybody to do.
Yeah.
It cannot be contained.
I like Yuffie.
I do like Yuffie. I think Yuffie gets a lot more hate than she deserves.
Well, she does kind of steal your materia more than once.
I mean, and the side quest that you can probably pass by if you just forget about it.
If you never go to Wutai,
Yeah.
But, I mean,
Well,
you're
if you
gonna go to
like
Wutai.
after. If you go to Wutai after you after the whole thing up in the northern crater, then you don't ever experience that part. So you never see it.
you know it's funny. When we play Final Fantasy VII on stream, because it will happen eventually. The longest part of the game is probably going to be dedicated to catching Yuffie, like a Pokemon.
What do you think of that?
It is not the fun segment.
Well, you can get Yuffie really, really, really early in the game. Like before you go to the Cannon
Before you go
City.
to Gold Saucer.
Long before Gold Saucer.
It's before you actually cross the ocean.
Yeah, you can get her right there in a after Calm, the Cannon City.
Yeah, the port city.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it.
On board.
It has the cannon on it though.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but it's in like the woods just before that. It's
Yep.
right around the Phoenix Egg.
Oh,
Tower
Fort
thing.
Condor.
That's it. Yeah. Right around there.
Junon, thank you. Yeah, it's Junon.
I know what you were saying.
It's she's a random encounter there that you can just run in circles until you get her. She's tough.
That tough. It's just the cutscene sequence afterwards. You kind of have to know what.
Luckily, I have it all memorized. Oh,
Yeah,
thank
like
you.
that you can't save your progress.
Can't save your progress. You can't pause the game. You can't.
You have
do
to pay
basic-
attention to Yuffie. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
That is such a beginner's trap.
It is.
It is. Thank you for the subscription, SG. We appreciate that truly.
Where does that money go anyway?
What? That? Oh no, that's a YouTube subscription.
I already told you where it went.
We're not buying you drugs.
No, you're not. I'm buying me drugs with the money.
You're not getting
What are
the
you?
money.
What are you, straight edge?
Yes.
Yeah. No, you're not.
I am. I don't do any of that stuff.
You have a boyfriend. Shut your mouth.
So, what does that mean? Wait a minute. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. How dare you?
Gay.
And I've seen some of your past personas. I don't think you can ever shake that edge off.
Wait. Hold on.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I'm doing that smile you guys like so much.
I'm gonna fucking throw you both in the blender.
You mean the forced one, Ellie?
The Viv one is a joke.
Oh.
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna put you both in the blender. Oh, wait,
Gotta
what do you mean
put some
past personas? I
tail
only
in
have
there.
one.
You know what? Fair.
He's not even edgy. He's just a fucking mobster. Because I love The Godfather.
It was a fedora arc.
He's a
He has a
mobster!
fedora. That's an excuse, and you
He's
know it.
literally from the 30s.
Yeah. It's a convenient,
It's because The Godfather's my favorite film of all time.
Tips fedora, milady.
No, they don't tip fedoras. They wear trilbies.
Oh no.
Oh
You said,
no.
the line. You said the line, Art.
Oh,
You can't do that.
There is a look. If you're gonna call me a fucking whatever the fuck, I like mobsters. I like the time area. I like the fucking the stories that get told about the like fucking.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't want
I miss
to.
those
I don't want
times too. I want to go back to them.
I'm gonna
I was
put
born
you
in the
in
wrong
the-
blow
generation.
my mind.
I am going to kill. I'm gonna boil you down and slurp
I want
the
you to
marrow.
know that we wouldn't be
It's
saying
fedora
this if you
fish.
didn't react to it in the way you
Over
did.
his long hair.
I'm going to fucking boil you down and suck the marrow from your bones.
And
That's all you have left.
Your ass is grass, and I'm gonna mow it.
When I'm done with you, you're gonna look like corned beef hash.
Oh my lord.
Mucho grassy ass.
You're gonna look like roast beast.
Sucking
up,
the
Inky?
marrow
Who's
from bones.
beast?
Sounds like an Alan Moore statement.
You're gonna look like a crayfish boil.
You're built like the last kid of Who Hash.
Oh my god.
Okay. Inky, you're trying to say something.
I was gonna say I don't want a hot chick to blow my dick. I need a hot chick to blow my mind. Tips fedora, strokes neckbeard.
Oh
So
my
real.
god.
So true.
Buys Reddit gold.
Oh my
Oh yeah.
god.
They told me to put my money in gold, so I did. What do you want from me?
Real talk
When
though, corned beef hash, delicious. With the fucking sunny side up eggs, some toast, and some beans.
When I was 14, my grandmother gave me a Bible. When I was 18, I returned it to her in 2 pieces. It took me 4 years to cut it with this piece of shit sword I bought at Walmart.
Mall ninja.
I love
yeah.
the guy on YouTube that like he's got like the katana and he slices water bottles, like cases of them. That's cool.
Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
The guy that was on Tosh.0.
Do you have any?
Narrows it down. So anyone excited for Zelda coming out?
Zelda?
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not excited.
Shut up, Ellie.
What?
Shut up.
Why?
Because you know why.
Just let me be insufferable.
You are
God.
insufferable.
I know. I try my best.
Okay, but
I'm
listen.
very good at it.
Listen. We get to have more Cass.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I'm interested in the Zelda game or not. Like, I want to be interested in it, but
Hmm.
it's like it just looks like Breath of the Wild. And I'm gonna be honest, Breath of the Wild was a lot of empty.
Smash Ultimate looks a lot like Smash 4.
It's true. That's why I don't like Smash games for the most part.
Open world, more like.
Now, Resident
open
Evil
field.
4 looks a lot like Resident Evil 2, now that I think about it. It's probably not that good.
There, I drew a big titty lady demon.
So real. So true.
Nice.
Can't believe they reused assets. Ooh.
Actually, it's not even the same Leon
Ooh.
model.
Doesn't need to be.
You know
There's
the most.
zombies in it. I've played that game before.
You know the most reused asset in video game history is actually the Resident Evil 4 barrel.
All of video game development is reused assets.
Yeah, pretty
Can't
much.
believe it's
Well,
just
not-
use asset.
Not really. I mean, for most games, like even when they're quote unquote reusing an asset, they have to rebuild the asset. They have to remake it from scratch to one fit the engine, the shaders, and everything because it's not going to fit in if you just take, say, Cloud Stripe's Final Fantasy VII model and try to just import it into the remake. It won't work.
Yeah,
But-
but I'm talking about more than just like engines and whatnot. Even just like making a model of a barrel. That barrel is going to get reused a bunch in the game. They're
That's-
not going to make one unique barrel.
Well, that's not what I mean by the Resident Evil 4 barrel being the most reused asset in video game history. The Resident Evil 4 barrel, very specifically, is in every single Resident Evil game after 4. Every single one.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Huh.
pretty good. It's just they made the perfect barrel, so why would they remake it again?
Yeah, you can't improve on perfection.
There you go.
Like, I think half the time, up until like Final Fantasy or Resident Evil 7, because the barrel's even in Resident Evil 7, I think they barely up-resed it. It's literally the same barrel.
Res it and
Okay.
In fact, if you've ever watched me, Riot, or like me in general play Resident Evil, I usually point out like, hey, it's the Resident Evil 4 barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in every fucking Resident Evil game after 4.
You know, in every Call of Duty game, they use that same box truck like a billion times over.
I mean, every Call of Duty game is literally just the same game with a new coat of paint and a new.
I mean, I'm not going to argue that. I'm talking about the asset.
Like,
I mean, obviously you're right.
Ellie's blood rage meter is increasing.
Like,
Ellie's
honestly,
blood rage
I'd be
meter is
surprised.
increasing.
I'd be surprised if they even made new models for Call of Duty these days. They just kind of like take like Modern Warfare 2 from way back in the day and
Ellie's
just kind of
blood
put
rage
a new,
meter is increasing.
a new color filter over it. Like, do we want it to be brown this year? Do we want it to be more yellow, more orange?
Ellie's blood rage meter has maximum.
Conductor, we have a problem.
If you want to
not
play
really.
Call
I'm just kind of letting Ark hang themselves. It's funny.
Interesting imagery you got in your head there, buddy.
I think
there's one
Go ahead.
There's one way to distinguish which Call of Duty game is made by which studio, and that's which one has the most color.
It's which one
It's
is good
always-
and which one is bad. Everything
That's
after
all
Call
of
of Duty
them are
3.
all bad.
Not true. Call of Duty 1, 2, and 3 are great.
Call of Duty 3
That's
is
an
where you
entirely
think
different
it's
era
fucking
of Call of
good?
Duty, right?
Yeah, Call of Duty 3 is about where it stops. Well, okay, no,
like-
you know what? I'm wrong. I
No,
lied.
World at-
World at War
not-
was the last good Call of Duty game.
2019 was actually pretty good.
Called 2019 wasn't bad. I
That's
liked
because
the
they
story.
redid everything in 2019. That was like the time where they stopped rehashing everything.
What happened to Modern Warfare 2? Why the fuck did they do that?
They are lazy.
Like, they had all these amazing new assets, these amazing new voice actors, everything from 2019, and it was fantastic.
Mhm.
And then Modern Warfare 2 happened. It's like, what the fuck? Am I playing the original Modern Warfare 2? What's going on? In fact, you know what? I am playing the original Modern Warfare 2. What the fuck? Kind of a shame.
got lazy because they can make money.
Buddy.
I like money.
I like buddy.
I wasn't the biggest fan of Modern Warfare 2019. I think the visual presentation was superb, but the gameplay, like the map design and the spawn logic, no.
Oh, you're a multiplayer player.
I am
I
as
was-
well.
It's
I
even
was-
worse than 2.
I was gonna, 2019 had a fantastic story mode. A fantastic
2019's
had a proof.
multiplayer was decent. There, how did I put it? The gunplay was good. The guns were good.
The hackers
animations
were
probably
great.
the best. I didn't really deal with hackers.
Oh, I did.
I didn't get those lobbies. But yeah.
real cheats, no virus, 100% free. Real,
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
God, I now that I'm thinking about it, World at War was so fucking good from start to finish. Even the multiplayer was good. I don't even really like Call of Duty multiplayer.
World at War is the OG. That is the granddaddy of COD.
I will say that the best multiplayer experience for Call of Duty, you may be surprised by my answer. It's actually Call of Duty 2.
That
That
it's
is
actually
really
Black
bare
Ops 2.
bones.
Actually incorrect.
Black Ops 2, baby.
Actually, my good friend, it's Black Ops 2.
No, Black Ops
It's
can
all
go
the Black Ops
slob
2.
its little Spec Ops knob.
Excuse me.
I don't think you know
Black
who
Ops
you're
was
dealing
Modern
with,
Warfare
Art.
2.
Do you know who my father is?
I don't care.
You see that orb?
Me.
You see that orb? I made that.
Yeah, try to own me again, idiot. See what happens.
What does that even mean?
Knob and knob.
the
That's a
orb.
phrase I've never heard.
Onto the orb arc.
I'm not gonna ponder the orb.
Is that a
Onto the
3-6
orb.
Mafia song?
Who out here pondering the orb?
Ponder the orb. Sounds
No. Slob on my knob.
my
I
favorite,
actually don't
Eating
is-
corn on the cob.
my
Yeah.
favorite
That-
3-6 Mafia song.
That meme is ruined for me thanks to Jack Horner and that one gif.
What do you mean by any of what you just said?
Can we get a Final Fantasy VII
Oh, the
remake
orb.
mod that
The orb.
replaces Sephiroth with Jack Warner? That'd be pretty awesome.
Oh,
That's all I think of when people say pondering the orb.
Oh, I thought you were talking about knob slobbing, and I was really concerned about how that might connect to Jack Horner.
Well, there's this wonderful website.
You have an interesting mind.
You may have heard of it.
I've got a great website,
Oh,
etherapy.com.
ChristianEngle.com.
Therapy.com.
Monosodium glutamate.
FarmersOnly.com.
Where you can meet a Jack Horner of your very own, I assure you.
Yeah, a man that's built like Jack Horner at the least.
You mean beautiful?
Yes. Stunning, dashing even. Strapping.
Oh my
Don't say that.
You all said the
What?
same thing.
oh my god.
I'll choose to say nothing. I'll take a vow of silence.
I love Jack Horner.
You're invoking your Fifth Amendment right.
Like
Evoking the wrath of God.
real talk. How did they take a character and write such a perfect villain?
He's not complicated. He's just
Very entertaining.
basically evil.
He is unapologetically evil, and that's what the world needs, honestly.
It's a simple character, and I think people are at the point with like
Sympathetic.
animated movies where, yeah, sympathetic villains are like,
Thing of the
let's
past.
do something simple, do something easy, funny.
Morally uncomplicated.
Yes,
Well,
so that way you can invest more time into like the main characters.
yeah, but also, I think some people underestimate that there are just a lot of people IRL that are just very unambiguously evil. There's no nuance.
Like
Yeah.
me. I'm pretty
Asshole.
evil.
Like art.
Like certain monsters will not mention here.
Yeah, me.
Mainly art.
I'm pretty evil, honestly. Unapologetically evil.
It would be good if you were dead.
You're dead, that's good, amen.
You're evil. What took you so long?
You're horrible.
You're an
irredeemable monster! Oh!
So long.
Oh, what took you so long, idiot?
Pussy.
Pussy, dick.
Oops.
I don't know.
Fucking dick.
It's so weird that the best villains in animation,
This is so true.
all come from the same fucking series.
That is true.
Yeah.
Farquaad was great. Like, he was genuinely awesome. And then you had Fairy Godmother,
Prince Charming.
Prince Charming. You had,
Don't talk about
Rumpelstiltskin.
Rumpelstiltskin.
God damn it.
You had Jack
Jane
Horner.
Dawson.
Oh my god.
Humpty Dumpty.
Humpty Dumpty's not from Shrek, is he? He's from Puss in Boots.
He's from Puss in
Neither
Boots.
is Jack Horner.
Same universe.
That is true, though. Yeah, same universe. Well, the DreamWorks animated universe.
Yes,
You were gonna
Death is
try to
good.
pull a fast one.
I've never seen the first Puss in Boots. I remember trying to watch it, but the animation like put me off.
It's really funny going from that to the newest Puss in Boots because it's like the first villain is like an egg, and then the second villain is like the actual physical incarnation of death.
The thing about the director of Puss in Boots 2 is that he seems to that's just like this, at least the second time that he's made an unexpectedly great sequel to a just fine-ish movie. Because he also directed The Croods too.
I never seen the Croods either.
Yeah, we haven't
I
seen
did see the
Cruise
original
2.
Croods. It was alright.
We did recently watch the first one, though.
It was alright.
I want to watch the second one.
I kind of
It's got Peter Dinklage in it.
You know what's really funny? Like, if you
Does
think
it?
about it,
hmm
Peter Dinklage is like a god among men, honestly. But
Dinklage is a really unfortunate name for him, though.
Poor guy.
There's another character I've seen in media recently that's almost exactly as unapologetically stupidly evil as Jack Horner. And that's it's funny enough, his name is Jack Krauser from Resident Evil 4.
I'm not falling for that one.
That's not a joke.
He said, "I'm not falling for that."
I just wanted to drop that.
Like there's even this there's this line from him, and he said, "The only thing that matters in this world is pure, unadulterated power." And it's like, shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Well, he really said that.
Yeah.
That's really scary.
It's like so edgy and evil. They just wanted it to be a fight between Dante and Virgil. That's all Krauser and Leon.
Yeah,
anymore.
he's just like a goofy edgelord.
It's just Dante versus Virgil.
It's really chilling. Someone finds humor in crime.
I don't know, the whole pure unadulterated power was kind of stupid. Krauser was kind of stupid.
Yeah. He has a really interesting and good backstory, but like
That got
he just kind of
retconned.
turned into a meme.
All of
You know-
Krauser's backstory was retconned for this game, for the remake.
You know another really great stupid villain that's just like that? Armstrong.
The Joker.
I love Armstrong!
Armstrong
So stupid though.
works so well because he's so funny and ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, but he is just like cartoonishly evil, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's uncompromisingly capitalistic.
Yeah. His
Fuck
ideology
this computer.
seems like what a high schooler would stumble onto.
You know, the voice actors for Raiden and Senator, they did that whole back and forth bit with the whole "I made it the fuck up." They did that, and it was great.
Yeah, it was
That they did.
pretty great. Loved it.
Sure is a shame Raiden is so fucking cringe.
Why don't you back it up with a source?
Ugh.
Then again, the whole Pliskin joke was a fucking cringe joke too. Thanks a lot, Kojima.
Yeah, it was just a reference to
Snake Plissken
The-
from Escape from New
yeah.
York, or Escape from LA. One of Both of
They're
them.
like the same.
Referencing things is cringe. Skateboards away.
That's all Kojima knows how to do is reference thing and then ride the coattails of famous people.
Rides my Tron bike away.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So does a lot of people. So do a lot of things.
Look, I didn't choose the thug life. The thug life chose me.
My mom
Would-
picked it out
would
for
you-
me.
Goes away.
Would
on
you
this
rather
bumper
have?
stick.
Would you rather have a gay son or a Kojima fan son?
They're
Oh.
both dying. No, just kidding.
I would rather have anybody but the Kojima fan.
Wow.
Yeah, at least he's not like a Resident Evil fan or something. That
I'm
would be
gonna
the
put you in
worst.
a blender.
That would be like, ugh.
At least it's not a Dead by Daylight son.
Oh yeah, that's terrible.
Anyone would agree with you on that one.
All right. Well, good. I'm glad we have like-minded individuals in here.
Back
And
to
I
the
think-
hook again.
Oh no, back to the one. We messed up.
And I think all of us can agree too. Thankfully, none of us have kids that like has been.
Oh god, yeah, that'd be
Just
uber cringe.
Who the hell would like has been? Ugh.
Yeah, that's
Or
just
even-
weird.
Or even Hell of a Boss. God.
Now hold
Like
on,
that.
now have you seen that
the
out?
the offshoot cartoon
God, yeah. So
that
cringe.
has like what, half an episode compared to Has-Been's like 3. Why would you even
Yeah,
bother?
Hold on a
Yeah,
second.
seriously, it's still fucking cringe. My
Hold
God.
on.
Pipsy Pop did that one thing that parents do when the first kid is a disappointment. They just have another. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. Oh
Your
my
jokes don't
God.
land if you take them back immediately.
God.
You have to wait until you have no option but to come out with a public apology.
Your parents should have took you back immediately. That's all I'm saying.
They tried, they wouldn't take me back.
You should have asked for a refund, man.
They didn't try hard enough.
Put that
You don't
put
know
that
that.
soft
What are they
back where
gonna
it
do?
came from or
Repossess
so
the
help
kid?
me. I don't know, man. Has-Been's pretty cringe.
Pretty cringe.
Absolutely.
Kind of fucking cringe, honestly.
Who the fuck is? Who is this guy?
Your fucking mom.
My mom sounds way harder than you,
That's
so I
what
don't
you
believe
think.
you.
That's what you fucking think. Why
You
the
don't
fuck
need
would
to
you ever
construct
say that? Why would you ever say that?
No?
Because
Maybe
it's
just-
funny.
I
put
can't
it to bed.
believe it's been like a year since these jokes have come up. But Ellie, you need someone to talk to.
Wait, what's going on?
Hey.
Hi.
Wait, what's going on? Wait, I'm sorry. What did you say, Ark? I actually didn't catch
I
that.
said,
How
Ellie,
you
do
doing?
you need someone to talk to? Do you need help?
No, I don't need to talk to anyone. I've talked enough. Let's be real. I need silence.
I need violence.
Oh
This is where
man.
we all start singing gospel. Amen, sister.
And
You seem to have turned into Muttley from Wacky Races.
Yeah.
I haven't
The
thought about
fuck?
Wacky Racer since
Snuggly.
I played the NES game back in like '97.
You have an NES game?
Yeah, Wacky Racer. You got to play as Muttley.
Not Dick?
No. Dick Dastardly? No, you got to play as.
exactly.
You might have been able to play as Dastardly, but I remember very specifically playing as Muttley.
It's funny how
Motley
the
Crue.
villain of that show is also the protagonist.
Elaborate.
Well, I mean, the story just every episode.
Oh,
of Wacky
revolves around
Races
him, you're right.
Wacky
You're right,
Races,
you're right.
the show. It always followed this Dick Dastardly and his evil plans to cheat his way to victory.
Very true.
Do you remember the show Rocky and Bullwinkle? Like the original, not
Oh,
the
yeah.
remake.
Cocky and
Yeah.
Bullstinkle.
They
I-
had a side show that played a lot like how, Kablam did all those side shows. One of Rocky and Bullwinkle's side shows, aside from fucking Sherman and the dog, whatever. It was Dudley Do-Right. You remember Dudley Do-Right?
Yeah.
That was my favorite bit because it was like the corny, cheesy evil that a fucking Canadian Mountie had to keep dealing with. And it was always so funny to me.
Snidely Whiplash.
Oh.
So, what is your favorite Hanna-Barbera cartoon?
Flintstones Kids. No. Flintstones Kids is pretty good though.
I didn't really
A
like
pup named
Flintstones.
Scooby-Doo was good.
A pup named
Pup
Scooby-Doo
named
was really good.
Scooby-Doo.
Man, that's a tough one.
What's the question?
What's your favorite Hanna-Barbera cartoon?
Oh, do recent ones count?
How recent are we talking about?
Like Jellystone.
Jellystone was good. I knew you were gonna say
Me and Ellie both really like Jellystone.
Jellystone is great.
I mean, I feel like it should count because it's literally Yogi Bear and everyone else.
I would know.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it
You what now?
yet. I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say that's my favorite.
Alright.
Give it a watch.
I
It's
think
good.
I'm sad.
Man, I'm having to think because they have done like Hanna-Barbera's had a lot of really great cartoons, like the fucking Globetrotters cartoon that was really good. Flintstones Kids, Pup Named Scooby-Doo.
Does Harvey Attorney at Law, Birdman Attorney at Law count?
I don't. I don't know. I think that's just using Hanna-Barbera characters. I don't think that was a Hanna-Barbera production though.
Okay.
It's alright.
Because if it does, I wonder if Venture Bros counts.
Tom and Jerry's a really good one.
Tom and Jerry is good.
Oh, for
Tom
sure.
and Jerry is the certified hood classic.
Then there was like the Addams Family was a Hanna-Barbera cartoon.
Was it?
Mhm.
That's cool.
Two Stupid Dogs is one of the best.
It's been a while. Damn.
Jellystone definitely encompasses all the really good ones. Like Augie Doggy and Daddy Dog.
You know what?
I love them.
I know what the best Hanna-Barbera cartoon was, in my opinion. Cow and Chicken.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Does that count?
Yep, that's a Hanna-Barbera cartoon.
I don't know if I could call it the best, but
I think I said in my opinion. I really, really
Well-
enjoy Cow and Chicken.
I got nothing. I just wanted to be petulant.
Are you saying you don't like you don't like Hanna-Barbera or Hanna-Barbera?
You
Cow
don't
and
like
Chicken?
fat ass demons that roll around to walk?
Yeah, the red guy. The red guy.
I'm
Has
the
no
devil.
names, just red
Got
guy.
a problem
like-
with that?
That's like the origin of Mettaton.
I thought the origin of Mettaton was him from Powerpuff Girls.
I'm your
It can be
pilot. But you're not wearing any pants. And your point is?
Yeah, but what about Boneless Chicken? Cool cousin Boneless Chicken.
Or eating pig asses.
Yeah, pork butts and taters every Monday or every Tuesday
This
night
ain't-
or Wednesday night. It was Wednesday night.
I always get pork butts and taters on Tuesday. This
Is
is,
it Tuesdays?
dog
Okay.
food.
This is dog do. You know what I never really liked though? I hated the Smurfs and I hated the Jetsons.
What about the Water Smurfs?
Oh god, Snorks?
Yeah.
I hated that show too.
I didn't want to say the names because I feared it became like a slur or something.
Oh God.
God, dude, like I don't know, fucking Snorks and Smurfs. I don't know those types of shows never really interested me. They were always so boring and bland and not colorful.
Or like kids shows compared to some of the other ones.
I can't recall if
bad.
anybody has, Avery. What was the Yogi Bear animation I saw recently, actually, where it's like Yogi's looking at a Most Wanted poster, and it's like a picture of him, and Boo Boo is sitting there with a fucking shotgun?
I don't know, but have you seen the one where it's, I think, animated by the person who did Ren and Stimpy? And it's because a Boo Boo and Yogi's girlfriend get infected with like a sun bear thing. So they become really fucking weird.
Hey, Boo Boo!
Gee, Yogi.
What's the girl's name, Ellie?
Which girl?
She's like the doctor.
From what?
Jellystone.
Oh, Jabberjaw?
No,
No.
the doctor.
That's a
That's
no,
a
no, not
completely
Jabber.
different show.
Oh, I don't remember her name.
No.
I know you're
It's
talking
the
about.
same. It's the same show.
No,
There's a
Jabberjaw.
lot of
Jabberjaw.
characters.
Jabberjaw.
Jabberjaw?
No, I know you're
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah, Cindy.
Cindy, yeah.
okay.
Wait,
Color name.
Jabberjaw is in a reboot?
Yes,
She's in
actually.
Jellystone.
Here,
She's
let
great.
me post a picture
Jellystone
of
is
the
a
characters.
smorgasbord of Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
She's
It's,
also really gay.
And Loopy De Loop. It was done by C.H. Greenblatt, who's been on SpongeBob since the beginning, and did Billy and Mandy. He did Chowder. He did like he's fucking done like the funniest cartoons.
Wait, Jabberjaw's a female?
Yeah.
Yes.
In this one, yes.
Jabberjaw.
Jabberjaw.
That's what I look like.
Oh, I see. Okay, so I'm looking at the a poster for Jellystone. I see Captain Caveman. I see Top Cat.
They don't call him Daddy for
Oh,
nothing.
I see.
Why do they call him Daddy?
Oh, fuck
Just
the
feels
horse.
right.
What's his name? What's his name? The horse.
El Kabong.
El Kabong. That's it. That's kind of neat.
This is Augie and Daddy.
I love them.
They're the best.
Oh, those two.
They're
That's
so
amazing.
wonderful.
Top
I
Cat
like
looks
the,
really off for some reason.
Top Cat's one of my favorites easily.
He looks so off. I don't know. Maybe I'm just so used to seeing him in his original art style.
Here.
Oh, it's the fucking gay Pink Panther. I can't remember his name. Snagglepuss.
Pink Panther.
Snagglepuss.
Snagglepuss.
The hippopotamus is like a huge weeaboo in this show.
What?
And this is the scene where like he invites them over because they're like homeless, and he has like all these action figures and a body pillow.
Yeah, I see that Dakimakura there. Don't know how I feel about that.
He's like, my
Fantastic.
katanas.
You know, it's funny because most of these shows I didn't even really like. I kind of liked Top Cat. I kind of liked El Kabong. I loved Captain Caveman. But seeing this kind of makes me want to watch it because it looks like I'd enjoy all the characters in a brand new way.
It's so good. I never really got into the classic Jellystone cartoons because the style always put me off.
Mm-hmm.
But this is like, it's low budget, but it's still like really fucking funny and just fun.
C-Labs 2021 was really low budget, but it was still a fucking hit show.
You want the mustache on or off?
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
There's a Vor episode.
You want the mustache on or off?
And then when they say off, he's like, too bad, on.
Too bad.
All the cartoons have that at this point.
I genuinely really enjoyed C-Lab 2021. It was so fucking funny.
That era of Adult Swim shows were really something else.
Yeah, like you had Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. You had C-Lab. You had Space Ghost every now and then. Aqua Teen.
I'm kind of annoyed that by this like post Rick and Morty era where everyone's trying to like copy the same kind of vibe as Rick and Morty, it's not really working out.
feel like more try to be derivative of South Park.
Well, that's because South Park's one of the longest. Well, it is the longest running adult comedy entertainment.
Isn't it actually
The Simpsons.
Simpsons.
Simpsons has been going since the 80s.
Well, The Simpsons is more of a family show. It's not really adult comedy, whereas South Park is straight up adult comedy.
If you mean like Rick and Morty adult comedy, maybe, but it's definitely not like a children's show by any stretch. Like kids are not supposed to be watching The Simpsons.
It's true.
Fair enough, I guess. Then yeah, The Simpsons would be the longest running, but South Park would probably be. I don't know, man. South Park it's insane.
It's up there.
It's
Oh
definitely. up
yeah,
there.
it's one of the longest for sure.
I think genuinely the reason that a lot of people try to emulate South Park is because Matt and Trey deliberately do shit and get away with it.
I love getting
here's-
away with
there-
things.
Here's
Their
the thing
idea
about
of being punk is, I'm not
And
sure.
Papa
if I really
Roach.
get it.
I mean, here's the thing about South Park. It is kind of well, it's a very political show. It's a very topical and political show. And in order to make that kind of topical, political kind of commentary on the fly on a weekly basis, you need to have the animation be dirt cheap. And it's hard to do any kind of production of any kind of quality to have it be that fast to turn out, unless you build something like South Park where the animation is so cheap you can make it on a weekly basis.
South Park was literally made in Flash.
Wasn't it just built with like cardboard paper or something like that?
And originally it was, but after that, they decided to move on to literally Macromedia Flash. I think they use something else now, but yeah.
MLP was made in Flash as well.
That's true.
So
Well,
was
MLP was not.
For Friendship is
Foster's
Magic,
Home.
rather.
I love Foster's. Foster's is another really good one.
That's a good show.
That show was fucked up. Remember that one episode when the older brother like made an imaginary friend who was a little pizza and then literally ate him?
Yeah, well, he
in short,
screamed to not die.
Yeah.
I appreciate that the show was very well done, but I feel like it was a very like dark and cynical kind of show in many ways. Especially especially Blue. He was like such a douche. Everyone hated Blue. I hated Blue.
Blue was like a family-friendly Cartman, like straight up,
It's true though.
who
Yeah.
occasionally grew a conscience.
Yeah, but most of the time he was just a complete fucking asshole that everyone put
But,
up with. And
You know,
nobody called him out on his shit.
it's really funny that you say that, Ellie, that Blue was basically a family-friendly Cartman. Because just like with South Park, without Cartman, South Park would be absolute shit. Without Blue, Foster's Home wouldn't be anything.
Everybody needs a foil.
You know?
Well, they are
Also,
in many ways the driving force of conflict.
I am gonna hop off for now. I'm tired.
Alrighty.
Y'all
Okay.
take it easy.
Sleep well, Dan.
You have a good
Have a
one,
good
then.
one, Den.
Good
Bye-bye.
night.
Sleep tight, my man.
Good night.
I don't know though, man. It's like those old cartoons are okay. I don't watch TV. I think indie entertainment is a lot better because
That's
it's people who aren't being like when you watch people like on YouTube. Sometimes they censor themselves, sure, but they're free to be themselves. You know, they're not writing for producers to be like, yeah, okay, you can do this, or executive fucking producers be like, yeah, I don't know about this one. I much prefer, you know, the idea of people being able to make what they want to make for the audience they want to entertain. So indie
George
entertainment.
Lucas.
Well,
And yet, at the same time, limitations actually breeds a lot of creativity. I don't think any show will ever top Fingerprints.
Oh,
I don't think-
Animaniacs.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, yeah. That was
I'm not saying it's a good thing necessarily. I'm saying some really good, hilarious, clever shit has come about because they had to dodge censors.
they crack up all the censors.
did you know SpongeBob was supposed to be an adult show?
I can see
No, it wasn't. You're lying.
Yeah, it was.
that. Nah.
But But the pilot of SpongeBob aired.
Yeah, but it was originally written to be like an adult-oriented show. That's why it takes place in Bikini Bottom.
Well, it was just a pun. Like, so, SpongeBob, the pilot, I remember when it aired because I was watching the little SpongeBob on a bubble slowly rise up on the fucking screen. It was a silent episode with just like some caveman music. And,
yes.
It was just a short, it wasn't a long episode at all. And, like, sure, there's puns, you know, Bikini Bottom and all that kind of thing, but that's because it's funny. And not all humor in kids' shows are made for kids. Like, for example, Rocco's Modern Life, which was a kids' show. Rocco worked at a sex talk line. Heifer got sucked off by a milk machine. I mean, there's just because there is some adult humor doesn't mean it's not a kid's show. Because as a kid, you got to think you're not going to notice that.
Well, here's the thing. It was originally pitched to Adult Swim.
That would make sense, but I mean, they didn't have any, like the pilot that was shown.
I mean, that's not what ended up happening, of course, but it was originally designed to be an adult show.
I mean, if the idea of it was supposed to be an adult anime, I mean, sure, it could have been funny. But I think that they get away with a lot more now than they could have on Adult Swim. I mean, after all, I think SpongeBob is Nickelodeon's last cartoon.
It's their only cartoon. Practically been their only cartoon for like 2 decades. Anyway, I think I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna get some drink.
Alright.
We can probably start winding down. If not, start getting ready to wrap up. We've been going for almost 2 hours now.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Time flies when you're being dumb. Like
Don't
me.
be mean to me.
I'm not. I'm talking about me.
All right, before I dip out,
I'll cry.
Remember Megas XLR?
I do not.
You don't remember Megas XLR?
No.
That show was fucking amazing.
I didn't have TV when I was growing up. Like
You know that? What was it? You know that one clip of there's like that big fat blonde dude?
Oh, chicks dig giant robots.
Yeah. Megas XLR.
Megas XLR.
I didn't know that's what it was called.
Yeah.
See, like I said, I only got to watch TV when I was like not at home. We didn't really have TV. I had like one DVD and a bunch of recorded VHS tapes.
If you like old anime, Megas XLR is amazing.
Especially like old like mecha anime, like Gundam and
Sentai
shit.
as well.
Yeah. Power Rangers.
Yeah, Sentai.
Yeah.
I liked Power Rangers the movie. It was bad. But it's like one of the only movies that I had. Oh. You know what my very first DVD was? Grandma
Simple
got
Land
ran
Before
over
Time.
by a reindeer.
Oh my lord.
It was my very first DVD.
I'm guessing your parents got it at the bargain bin or something.
Probably.
They ran that way too many times.
Grandma got ran over by a reindeer.
Help.
No. No. Like in that, like when we played that one game when you pushed me over repeatedly and then tied me up.
You need to be more specific.
That has only ever happened in one game, Soft!
Sounds familiar to me.
I don't even remember what the game was called. Intruder?
Game?
Intruder.
Talking about?
Maybe.
Night Trap.
Wow, full motion video. The future is
Night Trap.
incredible.
Watch out behind you.
The cousin was hot, but a total cunt.
Wasn't Night Trap effectively like the predecessor to Five Nights at Freddy's?
In a
No
sense, but Five Nights at Freddy's is also just a first-person sit and survive.
Five Nights at Freddy's is just Fish Tank, but gay.
It's just Tetris, but like way dumber.
It's just Mario
Arrogant.
64, but for losers.
I love media literacy.
You know, speaking of
What do you know
Five
about
Nights-
literacy? Sorry.
Speaking of Five Nights at Freddy's, I'm still locked on the fact that the guy who's making it, the creator, I can't remember his fucking name.
Scott Cawthorn.
What?
Scott Cawthorn.
Yeah, Scott Cawthon. He said when he was working on the film, he said, "We're doing things that I didn't even know you were allowed to do in films."
Yeah, he's fucking old and out of touch.
See, but that makes me think, because technically speaking, his games are really fucked up and involve like a lot of like child murders and stuff. It's like, okay, so if you were able to make games and get away with it, not even get an A rating, what did you think you were allowed to do in movies and not allowed to do in movies? And then that had me thinking, like, maybe it's really going to be a bloody, gory, fucking weird-ass slasher flick. I'm kind of really interested to see the movie.
It's Blumhouse, so I won't hold my breath.
Temper your expectations appropriately.
Just because Blumhouse doesn't mean I don't want to see the movie. That's like saying you don't want to see a Quentin Tarantino movie because you know it's just going to be the same. Fucking wacky as hell, but out there.
So what you're saying is just because something has similarities, it doesn't make it bad or uninteresting. Curious.
No, just because it's made by the same people doesn't mean anything. Like, for example, Treyarch has made good games, they just don't know how to anymore.
Does Treyarch make games?
I think so.
I don't know. Infinity Ward's kind of the Garbo of the two.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, Hideo Kojima used to make good games. Now he
It's for
doesn't.
multiplayer.
Hideo Kojima used to make games. Now he makes mediocre movies.
He's always wanted to make movies.
It's true.
And that's not a dig at him. It's kind of obvious. He's always wanted to just kind of make
movies.
Film
Yeah.
neato movies that he likes.
Yeah, I kind of wonder what would happen if he just like gave up the whole video game thing entirely and just focused on making movies.
He would
Death
go-
Stranding.
Yeah, Death Stranding.
Well, I mean, like completely give up.
Death Stranding.
Look, you cannot call like, I have played walking simulators with more gameplay than Death Stranding.
Ark is a Philistine.
That is a
it's okay.
lie.
I have genuinely played more walking simulators with more gameplay than Death Stranding. Hell, you know what? I can name one right off the... What is that one about the painter?
I don't think you can.
Layers
name
of
one.
Fear?
Layers of Fear. There's more gameplay in Layers of Fear than... Look,
Wrong.
don't arc me. Don't wrong me. I played Death Stranding. You know how much time? In 4 hours. How much time within 4 hours I actually got to do anything outside of a cutscene?
Walking is the gameplay art.
That's including the walking. In 4
but here's the
hours,
thing.
I got about maybe 45 minutes worth of gameplay.
But Death Stranding isn't even a walking simulator if you actually break down its gameplay components.
You're right. Failed stealth components that don't actually work very well. Bullshit
Layers of-
capture me
Layers of Fear,
components
you can
that
watch the
don't.
child ram himself into a wall.
Like, the most fascinating part of all of Death Stranding, aside from the obvious like thing about birth and rebirth and umbilical cords and all that stuff, that was literally the entirety of the game. Like, real talk, I had more fun holding the W key in Layers of Fear 2 than I did in 4 hours of Death Stranding.
Can you even jump in Layers of Fear?
Don't know.
You don't even know! So that's what I'm saying.
I had more fun just holding the W key.
So I mean, here, let me ask you this then. So, what is the difference between something like that and say something that's just like a visual novel where all you're doing is just pressing buttons and reading?
So, a visual novel is at least mentally thrilling, and you're able to like use a little bit of your imagination for everything. Instead, so everything in a visual novel is pretty spelled out. It's very easy to understand, and you can follow the story because that's what it is. It's a story that you are reading and looking at pretty pictures with. It's entertainment. But Death Stranding makes zero sense. The story is practically unfollowable because it's Kojima, which he is known for. Don't argue with that, because if you do, you're just a fanboy. And like the only actual gameplay is pretending that the sneak mechanic works, and sometimes maybe trying not to fall over because you're holding a dead body or way too many boxes or something along that line. That's the core gameplay of Death Stranding. Sure, you can get your car, you get some quote-unquote combat mechanics that don't make any sense, sure. But none of it makes any sense compared to a visual novel where I can click the next button and actually have my mental stimulation of what I'm reading, what I'm understanding, and how I'm interacting with it.
I like mentally stimulating myself, too.
I feel numb.
I feel
I
sick.
can feel you. So numb.
I feel everything.
Do 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 do.
Oh no.
Is that Harvey Birdman?
Yes.
Ballin'.
Harvey Bourbon.
Bourbon.
I don't like bourbon.
I don't either.
No.
I like Fireball.
It's not horrible, but like it's just I don't know.
But
There's just not much there.
but you're supposed to be in
It's
jail.
like a more bitter vodka, which is impressive.
Vodka's bitter?
Yes. It's alcohol. It's ethanol.
I don't find that to be bitter. I
is.
like I don't know, like when I think bitter, I think black coffee.
That is also bitter.
But I guess it's a different type of bitter.
That too.
When I think of bitter, I just think of my ex-wife.
What was his name?
Fuck you.
Said wife, idiot.
You're gonna watch.
Bend over,
But you're
bend
supposed to be
over.
in jail.
Come
And you're
over.
supposed to be dumpster diving for ham scraps, you 6-piece chicken McNugget.
Make
6-piece
nobody.
Chicken McNobody. The fucking comeback was legendary, my god.
Okay, here's a good question. So you know how Scary Movie kind of coined the parody killer?
I think Scream did it first.
No. I mean like parody, like joke, haha, funny. Like what they did with Ghostface, for example. What would you say the best comedic slasher is?
Scream. I'm very boring.
I don't think Scream's much of a comedy.
Tucker
It's a
and Dale.
parody, not necessarily a comedy.
I'm saying comedic.
Straight up comedic? I don't know. Probably Scary
Tucker
Movie.
and Dale versus Evil. It's basically about two.
I know a comedic one. Drag Me to Hell. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, you've heard the story before. A bunch of college
I,
kids.
I had
go
a,
to
I had a few laughs during that.
And then they meet a couple of hillbillies there, except in this case, it's a role reversal. It's not the college kids being attacked; it's the hillbillies. Because
I'll
basically,
go with the Evil Dead franchise.
because basically the hillbillies are basically being mistaken for backwoods killers, and the college kids end up killing themselves by accident over the course of the movie from misunderstandings.
Or how about Cabin in the Woods?
I think my personal favorite comedic killer is probably Chucky.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's pretty good.
I've heard Dale and Tucker versus Evil is really good. I've never watched it though.
You should. It's good.
Yeah.
And it's actually quite a good movie too, not just as a parody.
Shaun of the Dead is also fantastic. But I mean like slashers, not like... Well, I guess it works out either way. People die.
Alan Tudyk plays Tucker. That's the voice of King Candy.
My favorite slasher comedy is Hot Fuzz.
I love Hot Fuzz so much. That's one of the best
That is
movies
actually
ever fucking made.
That is actually technically kind of one.
You're not wrong, but it's also actually technically kind of the best movie ever made. That movie's perfect in every way.
Yeah, Tucker and
Isn't
Dale.
that about the same guy who made Shaun of the
There
Dead?
is nothing wrong with it.
It's actually
He
very
also made Scott Pilgrim.
And Baby Driver.
Baby Driver.
Baby Driver was weird. Like,
It's
it
a
was
good movie,
cool.
though.
And then out of nowhere became a fucking Tarantino film halfway through. I was like, oh, okay. That was weird as hell.
Like, Parasite, kind of like that.
A little bit.
You know, Jason wasn't always like comedic until fucking Freddy versus Jason, and then that whole movie was just like more funny than anything.
It started a little before that.
You think so? What came out before Freddy versus Jason? Was it Jason X?
Freddy Got Fingered.
Not that one. No. Don't, no.
The greatest
Uh,
movie ever.
We have a $20 donation, though. I'm sorry to say, Skydome, you're a little bit late, but we can put that in the donation requests. He's requesting a MLP drawing of DJ Pone and Cherry Bomb jamming out. We'll put a pin on that.
Save that for next time.
We will.
I know what you mean by it, but I cannot hear that phrase. We'll put a pin in it without getting violently angry.
Yeah, from Bolt.
Yeah.
What?
I'm not trying to make him.
Put
I'm
a
sorry.
pin in it.
Well, how about we put a pin in it? Yeah. Okay. Just put it boop, right there. And let's get back to filming.
It's from,
fucking hate that
that's
guy.
from fucking Bolt, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hate that
Yeah.
guy.
God.
When
What a
did
douche.
when did Jason start being funny?
I mean, before Freddy versus Jason, there was Jason X,
Yeah,
Jason Goes to Hell, Jason Takes Manhattan, New Blood, Jason Lives.
Jason Takes Manhattan.
Yes.
That's not a
yes,
joke.
Yes,
I've
That's
I've
awesome.
never even heard of that one.
yes, it literally just goes to New York. It's so stupid.
Most of that franchise is terrible.
Why would Jason go to New York when he's bound to Crystal Lake? Isn't that the story?
He's not. Don't get into Friday the 13th lore. We only have 5 minutes.
I'm so confused.
Yes, Friday the 13th, Part 8. Freddy Takes Manhattan.
Ugh.
Part how many? Or how about the fucking the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2, the one where they have the chainsaw duel?
Chainsaw duels are cool though.
It's literally the sheriff goes up. He dual wields like a pair of chainsaws and just goes up to Leatherface and like starts dueling chainsaws with it. It's fucking insane.
I always
Love it.
felt bad for Leatherface. I don't know, man. There's a lot about that character that's actually really fucked up. And he is a product of his family, not because he is that way naturally. Though he's also based on Ed Gein, which is the exact same story.
Sorry.
Nobody even fucking knows who Ed Gein is.
Everybody knows who Ed Gein is.
It's me.
The face furniture guy.
Yeah. Well, face furniture, I'd be more worried about the other shit that he had in his house.
Yeah, but that's the thing that everyone knows.
He had an actual chair made out of human bones. And actually, I think
I
that
would sit in
chair.
the bone chair.
I think that chair's actually on display somewhere.
Why?
You know, in case your feet get tired.
Yeah, gotta have somewhere to sit. Gein is how you spell his name, Gein. But he pretty much every big slasher killer is based on Ed Gein in some way. Norman Bates, Leatherface, fuck it. If you could think of a slasher, he's probably got like fucking Buffalo Bill. That's his name. From the I don't even know what that book is called.
Silence of the Lambs?
Is that what it's called? Silence of the Lambs.
With Hannibal Lecter?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, okay. So, Buffalo Bill is based on Ed Gein. He was the puts the lotion on the skin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's crazy how that one man influenced so many fucked up stories.
A real American hero.
Oh no.
But we are about at our 2-hour mark, so I'm gonna go ahead and start going through this. I love Xenomorphs. Let's see. Up here we have, up on the top left, is Psychro, I believe. He's the red.
Yep.
We have a drawing of what appears to be Princess Celestia.
Luna, actually.
Luna. Okay, I apologize. It's Luna. They both-
Wow.
Look, I can't see very well.
Wow.
I can't see!
Rude.
And then you have Vaggie up here in the top left.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Boo, you stink! We have Charlie. We have
I think you need
Luna.
to get some glasses.
I do have glasses.
Put them on.
We have Princess Rudo.
It's Cass.
Yeah, that's what I said. Princess Rudo.
Stupid sex.
Princess Rito, idiot.
We have
right.
we have a full-grown chicken nugget right here.
Mm-hmm.
You are cringe, Ark.
Yeah, you got that right.
Mm-hmm.
We have Ellie, and it looks fantastic as always. Psycho.
Thank you.
And let's see down here. Who is the light blue? That's Cielo.
Yeah,
We-
it's me.
We have. Let's see. Who is this in the top left of your stuff?
That is my Persona Coven. It's the big
Okay.
little goblin on all fours.
Look at that.
Awesome.
Look at that thing.
Then we have this tiny one holding up this real gremlin right here.
I love how he's got that rules card pose going on.
Oh my lord! And then we've got what is this? What is this right here?
That is an OC. Her name is Ruin. She's a cyborg.
Very cool. Very cool. Down here we have. I assume this is the same character from up there. I can tell by the bangs.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Very nice pose. Like the angle on the sword there.
Thanks.
Same character. Looking a little tired or stressed out. A little like, what the fuck is going on? Why am I here with these morons while they just ramble?
Don't worry, they always look like that. It's okay.
Then we've got this character.
That's Mana. That's my has-been / Helva OC. That's been retrofitted to like 3 different universes now.
Aw.
Very cool. And I've noticed all the little dins that have been drawn over here.
Yeah. It's just one of our RP characters.
Yes. Very cool. Very, very cool. And then we've got somebody peeking here.
Oh, that's Coven again. That's there's 2 of them. Don't worry about it.
Okay. And then beef.
Yeah, swole.
Looks like it reminds me of Brooklyn. Is that his name? Brooklyn?
From Gargoyles, right?
Yeah. Maybe
Oh,
it's
yeah, I can kind of see it.
maybe it's just the beak, but it looks really good.
Thanks.
Let's see. down here at the bottom. Yeah, I don't think I missed any. Oh wait, I did. Somebody getting eaten.
There's these little things. They're being chewed up.
Yeah.
They're
Num,
being
num, num.
dissected into 3 of them. 3 of them.
Oh. Oh. Delicious.
It's their daily vitamin gummies.
Down here we've got plastics art. Oh wait. This one too. All this muscle. We've got
defined.
let's see, some very pretty let's see. Who are these 2 characters up top, Plastic?
Oh, I was just doodling some furries.
Oh, they're very cute. I love how you did the eyes.
Yeah, I was saying that to him.
There's so much fucking detail in those eyes. Then you have
He's good at drawing.
adorable clown.
Yay, clown.
This is
That's-
a real life clown.
I was trying to like think in my head what I want, because I want to get back into doing clown stuff like in real life. So I was like, I want to plan out like what my outfit might be. So
Looks fantastic.
thank you.
And of course you got Pinkie Pie.
Of course.
Statistically one of the most troublesome ponies.
She's already a
Trains well.
clown.
Then you have, of course, Inky's little clown down here going, ooh, clown.
Yay.
Then you
World
got
needs more good clowns.
a delicious cupcake.
Yay.
And a tiny Pinkie Pie spotting said cupcake.
Pog.
I can hear the gasp.
Let's see. We have... Who was the... Let's see. This would be...
Space Dandy.
Space Dandy and Vox. This is JoJo's, right?
Yep.
No.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we have Space Dandy and we have Vox. I like the screen. Screen came out really well.
Oh yeah, it was drawn by JoJo. I thought you meant is he from JoJo?
No. Drawn by CJoJo.
And also a little detail on the center of his chest.
Ooh. Vox.
The news outlet. The news outlet.
Hmm.
I got nothing. I'm stupid.
Never. Wait, you've never heard of Vox?
I go there sometimes.
I've heard of Fox.
Vox is like their polar opposite.
Oh. Oh, there's a... What was his name? Well, who's this? What's this little guy's name?
Reducto.
Reducto. I love him.
From Venture Brothers,
I
right?
will shrink you. You
No,
he was voiced
it's
he was
a...
voiced by Colbert.
That's fantastic.
It's awesome.
I loved him in Harvey Birdman. Let's see. Back up to
Nod at what I'm saying or I will shoot.
Let's go up here. Oh, we've got all kinds of muscle.
Beef.
There's a lot of... Like, I feel about... just looking at half of these pictures have given me like 14-inch biceps. It's crazy. Look at all look at these muscles. And then you got this little guy.
That's just me.
Oh God! Jack Horner is Sephiroth. Oh, somebody actually heard me say that. I didn't think anybody heard me.
It.
Fantastic. Din is a... Oh my God. Somebody's pondering the orb.
Din went hard.
Just a random character. He isn't anyone. Don't overthink it.
We're just gonna scroll down a little bit here. Look at this cool action pose. Somebody's
Yay.
getting shoryukened. Okay. Okay.
Just a little pose practice there.
Big Booba.
Yeah.
Big booba.
Nice.
She's probably for the less
Indeed.
player.
Nice. Very cool. Oh,
Damn, dude.
always has been. Cow.
Yeah, that's a friend of mine. He likes his weed.
Bonne.
Every day.
Well, that's more like a gelatinous demon.
Oh.
Same as the character below, just in different styles.
Oh. Cultist.
A
Cultist.
watcher.
Isn't that still technically a cultist?
Sure, why not?
Then we got. Oh, God. Oh, the bunny boy.
Yay. His name's Arthur.
Arthur. That's his name. God.
And of course, Din simping for him.
Yeah. Yeah. And let's see. We've got all of Din's little gremlin art. Let's see. We've got. Oh, fuck you, Din. We've got.
Amazing.
We've got Vega down here. We have Big Chungus Low Punny Love Bug.
Canon love bug.
No!
Yeah,
New
Canon
love bug.
God,
Canon
no.
love bug.
And then we got Low Punny Love Bug. We have Paimon, Astaroth, and Belith all cramped in a box. We have that one character that Avery had requested. Don't remember his name. His name was fuck. I can't remember.
His drill will pierce the heavens.
And there's what appears to be Ellie being dipped into a deep frying vat.
Is that what that is?
I think so, actually. That's not even me making a joke.
I know. It says Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Jesus.
Oh my lord. Din's not here to like give context for some of these drawings.
Hmm.
But that's Jack Horner as Sephiroth. That's pretty awesome.
Jack Horneroth. Pondering the orb.
Lucas. This character's name is Lucas. Thank you. We've got Freddy.
Is that the bite of 87?
Yeah. I think I got everything.
1987.
I think I got everything.
Is that your final answer?
Wait. No. I missed this guy.
There's always one.
I don't know who this is, but it looks like a Din drawing and Din's not here.
A din doodle.
But I do believe that is everything.
Yay!
Canvas.
Nice.
Very filled canvas, considering it's 4,000 by 4,000. What the fuck is this?
Did you not see that?
No, I
Been
know
there.
it, but it's been eating at me. I was told not to think about it. I tried not to think about it, but I am fucking thinking about it. What the fuck is it?
Don't think
worry
about
about
it.
it.
Stop thinking about it.
Don't worry
Sounds like
about
someone's thinking about it.
Don't give it brain
It's
space.
all fine. Everything's fine. We're all fine.
If you think about it, you deserve everything that happens to you.
I don't like that. I don't
Look,
like
Stop
it.
giving it
Don't-
brain space
Look,
then.
don't think about it, or else it'll come to your room at night and watch you.
Trevor Henderson.
hate
horror.
that.
Person you, your position right now.
I hate that. But
And it'll do something like straight out of a Meat Canyon cartoon.
Hello. I will
Yes.
show you God.
It only costs a quarter.
It only costs 1 quarter.
But thank you everybody for joining us tonight. We hope you enjoyed. We hope you enjoyed seeing all these amazingly talented artists do their thing while us peasants rambled. Thank you and we will see you all next time.
Yay!
Come back next time and you'll be eligible for a free scoop of frozen custard.
Thank you for your custard.
Mustard flavor.